I'm going to demonstrate a little bit of kettlebell hip swings, which is a terrific warm-up. For all you that haven't tried this, I'm going to give you a few different views and a couple rounds of this to let you get a good idea of what's going on. What you want to do is you want to start with your feet a little wider than shoulder width. And on this exercise in particular, it's okay to let your toes point out just a little bit so your knees, hips are going out a little bit diagonal, all right? Squat down, pick up the bell in both hands. Then what you want to do is keep weighting your toes, especially feel those big toes, but drop down, get some weight in the heels. Make sure that the bottom of the kettlebell is breaking the plane of your knees, all right? Now to begin this exercise, don't just focus on standing up, extending your knees with your quads and driving your hips forward, which is real important. But what you want to do is take the mechanical advantage of the kettlebell. So the first thing you're going to do is push back with your wrists and then time it so that as the bell swings forward, you're extending your knees, squeezing your glutes hard to bring your hips forward, and the bell slides up. It's like cracking a whip. So here we go. Up, pull yourself down, up, pull down, up, pull down, up, pull down, up, pull down. Right now I'm going to show you the same kettlebell hip swing, but with a side view. Start setup should be exactly the same. Feet a little wider than shoulder width. Bending those knees. Kettlebells hanging freely. The entire time you do this, your arms should be locked straight. You don't want to be pulling with your biceps. You swing back, push up, pull down, push up, pull down, push up, pull down, push up, pull down, push up, pull down. And as I say, pulling down is super important here because when you activate those hamstrings and hip flexors to bring you down, you're spring loading, getting those quads and glutes ready to fire you back up. The opposite would be just kind of doing a slow negative there, which in this case, since you're already dynamically lifting the bell, trying to go slow in the negative is kind of worthless because the load isn't great enough to really build the strength so well in that direction. But when you pull down, it's like you're loading a spring, like when a cat gets ready to jump. That's what you're trying to accomplish here. Last thing, keep your eyes slightly up when you do this. I'm going to get into some heavier bells in a little bit, and if you look down, it is either going to feel like you're going to somersault or you may actually take a roll forward. So keep that in mind. Standing up, toes are pointed slightly out. Got a good grip on this bell. Going to keep my lats tight, elbows locked so the arms aren't doing the work. Remember, if your arms are bending, that's not so good. Also, if your hand's going much past 90 degrees, it probably means you're overlifting with your shoulders. You don't want to hurt those rotator cuffs when you got two hands fixed. It's a little safer if you're doing one hand independently, but let's just keep it nice and easy. Let the hips and legs do all the work, okay? So pushing back, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. There we go.